Hey guys, Penadaily here, and welcome back to Let's Play The Room 2. In the last episode, we made it through the tutorial in the first chapter, which was the ship. We got another tarot card, so let's continue. Now we are somewhere with a stone door. Look vaguely Mesoamerican. And we are, in fact, apparently in a closet. If you look around, you can see a metal bar. Click on the door, and we make an entrance rather like the Dinobots in the Transformers movie. Excuse me. Alright, so we've got a box. We'll look at the box in a minute. There's some other stuff. We have a crossbow, a relief that again looks vaguely Mesoamerican, a box. Smells like burnt straw. Seems like something could slot on here. What it doesn't tell you is that that's steel. By the way, ridged steel. Oh, hey. Can I do anything? Yes, I can. A length of string. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look at that crossbow, shall we? A small wooden handle. That doesn't look like it goes to the crossbow, but... this way. Gee, does this look like it might fit? It does! And of course, crossbows need... Yep. Can't really do anything else with that now. There anything there? No. There anything there? No. What's that? Well, it's obviously something we can interact with. Yeah, the game never tells you can do this, but if you just run your mouse or your fingers over it, you can see a couple of symbols. How interesting. So, let's see. I don't know if there's nothing else we can do, so let's come look at the box. Start with this. Obviously, if we move it this way, that comes up. And that way, that comes out, and now we can do that, and move that. And we get a button. It's a small token. Okay, then. Let's look at this thing. Nothing there. Nothing there, but that tower appears to be... Really? You know what, screw it. A gold tower, which appears to be wildly out of place. And there's a small slit in the top of the box. Okay, thank you. Nothing. A note! And some funky... We'll look at those in a minute. Another room, another door, another room. Either you are as lost as I, or more likely you have forsaken me. Another room, another door. Yet never a pang of hunger, nor the welcome respite of sleep. Another door, another room. I keep a tally in my ledger, but I can no longer count the marks. I count the pages. The writing keeps me sane. I tell myself so. I did not deserve this hell. Yep. Okay. So, the fuck? Pierce the eye. That's kind of freaky. Okay. Yeah, I had forgotten that was there. So, remember those marks, obviously. And was there one more? Is that the last thing? No! Nothing here, but if we come in, this wooden handle, you can just see fits, so we can move this stuff. So, let's see. Probably easiest to do. There's a lot of ways you can do this. There's no prize for doing it in the shortest amount of moves or anything. So. And once you do that, you get a trigger mechanism. Obviously part of the crossbow. So, back to the crossbow. Very nice. And we get a crossbow bolt. Now, if we pull this thing back, can we do that? Or do we have to... We have to zoom in, I think. Okay, fine. You have to put the bolt on first. Then you can pull that back. Now, if you zoom here, you can look through this spot. And it's almost like tank controls. It's very strange. But you heard the creepy writing on the wall. Hello. We have a scroll. I see a once mighty people brought low by these heathen invaders and their plagues. They look to their priestess for the will of the gods, but the jaguar and the feathered serpent speak to me no more. The crystal of our ancient mothers is being summoned. I would speak to them. Yeah, that suggests Aztec, but really it's just all almost generic Mesoamerican. So if we do that, okay, it's almost a game, it's a game board, in fact. So you put this token on. Now, when you move, so does this dude. So, let's see. You can move like that. Good. And then, let's see. You can move him like that. If I move like that, okay. Well, that was stupid. Good. Move him back up. He'll come that way. Good. Let's see if I move that there. Okay. Yeah, thanks, game. Okay. Oh, I think I screwed that up. Yeah, he kills you and you have to start over. Usually I'm better than this. You do have to... Let's just try. Let's see. If I move this here. Okay. Good. Okay. Okay, there we go. What happens if I do that? There we go. Oh, crap. And I screwed it up again. You know, I did this the first time in my, let's see. Let's just try this then. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's not that hard. I just wasn't remembering how to do it. Now this, I actually took a lot longer to deal with in my original because I had barely not pulled that out far enough. And, so I couldn't pull the thing out. Hello, texture issue. It it runs pretty well on this computer even so. So let's move in here because we've seen that gear motif. Besides, chests often go with keys. It's unlocked. Thank you. A large stone block. Nothing else we can do with it now, so this kind of looks suspicious, doesn't it? And now we can wind this up and pull. 2, 3, which always does it in Legend of Zelda and Mario games, but not here. 4. 4 is death, but this is not a Japanese game. And a shard of glass, which obviously goes in the mirror. Wait a minute. That's not what's over there, is it? Let's take a quick look. Nope. Okay, but if you look at the top of the mirror, you see symbols. Zoom in, please. Hey, haven't we seen these symbols before? Yes, we have. On that scroll. So it's this funky J and the 2 V's. I don't know. I don't know the names of these glyphs. I don't even know if they have names. Dude. Let's see. Well, there's a thing here. Perhaps something could fit on this ridge. So obviously we got to find the dial for that. Come over here. Aha! We are missing a tower. And we get a dagger. Nothing we can do with that now. So let's move to the next side. That's the same note we found. Oh, hey! But we're missing a button or a jewel, so obviously nothing we can do there. And again, but that's not in the right place. You always look for things that look out of place. Sugar! Aha! It's another alignment puzzle. It makes a door. This is all very Eastern, which is weird to be finding in a Mesoamerican temple. Okay, well, if we look around, and as you can see, we make another door. Down the stairs. And we get 2 curves and one of the X's from Exxon. Okay then. Well, that obviously has to go on the mirror, so let's go to the mirror. So 2 curves. No, not you. Those 2 curves. And an X from Exxon. And it's swapped once again. So remember that slit on the top of the box? Yeah, this one. Time to stab it. Well, unlike Eternal Darkness, we don't hear a scream or get blood. And in fact, we missed the poppet completely. A straw effigy. In European, like English, I think, ritual magic, these are called poppets. And that's where the idea of a voodoo doll actually came from. They're not from Vodun. Yeah. So, we can't really do anything with the straw effigy yet, but that gem looks familiar. We saw it on, the other box. So, do you remember the code? It's still on that scroll if you don't. But we have a very good memory and also a guide. So, zoom in. I also like how you can see it. It's written there, even, when you're not paying. Now, if you remember from the other one, we get another scroll. I see. Past lives, future lives, impossible lives. If you say so. And a piece of flint, which of course goes with that striker. And burnt straw. So we pop the effigy here, and the flint slots on. And yeah. We have just sent off a fuse of something, possibly gunpowder. We don't care, we're an adventure game protagonist. So now what do? We go back to the crossbow. Remember, we have an infinite supply of crossbow bolts for a reason. Load it, cock it, and now we want to move it here. See this bag? And probably down a little. Yeah, that's good. This is a sandbag. The other thing is an iron weight. So if you shoot it, it won't work. I like how the dust looks like the face is breathing. Shall we take a look? I am blind as my reflection. Our gods do not live here. This way brings no salvation. This path is not for my people. I shall seal them from it. That sounded ominous. A metal object with a star shape at the end. If we pull the switch... that also looked and sounded ominous. Okay, so where have we seen that star shape? Here, in fact. Shut the lid. Anybody who's played Phantom Hourglass may be chuckling. A metal shard with a ridged hole in the center. Yeah, that bit in Phantom Hourglass screwed a lot of people up. Not me, because I've never played the game. I've just watched Let's Plays. So, I mean, this will show you it'll show you the tumblers, basically. So you move this thing until all the tumblers basically line up. Not quite. You know that, the really short teeth need to be... There we go. And now we can just turn this to the... I'm going to get out of that because we don't need it anymore. Turn it to the other side. Eep. An inventory object found. A human skull. Your inventory is just so blasé about this. And that looks like a sculpted spinal cord. Also, possibly a sculpted tongue. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I want to know. Hello, texture issues. Well, let's look at this thing. It's held shut by something. Oh. I guess we know where it goes. Okay. Ooh, talk about a splitting headache. And another crystal. Okay, then. Yes, thank you. Just keep twisting, and then when you see it, bricks, you'll shit bricks. No. Yep. Another door. More tentacles. Frankly, anything that involves tentacles cannot be good, in my opinion. 17 Franklin Street. You handled yourself well in the temple. May your good fortune be a light as you navigate ever darker chambers. And that's been 20 minutes, so we're going to call it. I said I was going to do one chapter per video, regardless of what it meant for the, video length. So I will see you guys next time when we will continue on with The Room 2. Thank you for joining me. Have a good evening. Goodbye.